The new edition of Monday Night Raw is just around the corner, and Survivor Series is going to be right behind it. Will the Viper, the apex predator, one of the greatest of all time, the legend killer, Randy Orton, be coming back? What's going on, guys? It's Andrew from What's Good in Wrestling, and today we're going to be talking about the potential return of the Viper, Randy Orton. You know how Vibe or like BDE, they do like the T-Rex instead of like the full pose? They're kind of right. He doesn't stretch his arms out as much anymore. I hope he does, because the Randy Orton that used to like do the full stretch out, like the pose, it looked way better. Now it's kind of like in. I get it. I see what BDE is saying. Shout out to BDE and Vibe, by the way. What's up, Vibers? But we need to see the return of Randy Orton. He's been rumored to be on Team Cody, the team face against Team Heel at Survivor Series, and I'm really excited to potentially see Randy Orton back in the ring. Now, there were some concerns about his health and whether or not he was ever going to be able to wrestle again. So I'm going to knock on wood. I'm hoping that Randy Orton is 100% and that he's ready to go. It's been 18 months since Randy Orton has performed in the WWE. Like, that is wild to think that Randy was just talking about how he wanted to be a full-time superstar, that he had a lot left in the tank, that he had 5 years or so left, and he wanted to keep going until he couldn't go anymore. He looked to be in amazing shape. And then it just goes to show you, one injury can derail so many plans. Because if we're being honest here, Randy Orton might have to reconsider how long his timeline is for how much longer he can perform at a high level. And especially because some of the matches that WWE has him performing are going to be taxing. They're a lot on the body. And if it's happening on Monday, depending on when you're watching this video, Randy Orton might be joining War Games. Like, being out for 18 months and then joining a team to be doing War Games is kind of crazy. We're going to see Randy Orton in a very physical environment, potentially, if he does come back for Team Cody, which has been the biggest rumor, and that he's the one that's going to be joining the team. He's going to be going through a pretty grueling match with a lot of guys that hit hard. The Judgment Day has been running Monday Night Raw. As much as people don't want to talk about it, they have been a huge part of the WWE recently, and they've done really well. We've seen Dom come into his own and the crowd hating him. We've seen Finn, Damian Rhea has been amazing. Hell, JD McDonough has done great things. The Judgment Day have been fantastic, and they all work very well. They all work very hard. They're going to be shooting some good shots in that ring. They're going to be hitting hard. They're going to be swinging for the fences, and Randy Orton's going to have to be ready for that if, in fact, he is going to be that final member for that team. I'm ready for it. We're talking about one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. We're talking about one of the greatest characters, one of the greatest talents in the history of this business. Randy Orton was a huge part of my childhood, and again, he'll never watch this, but thank you, Randy Orton, for everything you've done so far. But man, look out for your health. Let's hope for a huge run when he comes back, if he comes back, if he's going to be that final member on Team Cody, because we need more Randy Orton. We need more of the Viper. We need more of the Apex Predator. We need more of the Legend Killer, because he's had one of the best stories, one of the best careers. And maybe there's a potential story that could happen with Cody Rhodes after all of this happens. So I'm kind of turning this over to you guys again. I love having these interactive conversations and videos with you guys. Do you think Randy Orton is going to be the final member for Team Cody? Is he going to be joining Team Face with Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes? Because they're going to be facing Drew McIntyre, who's going to hit hard, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and the newest member of Judgment Day, JD McDonough, the Funko Pop himself. That's not funny. I shouldn't say that. Because if JD McDonough seen me, he'd be like, look at you with your patchy ass fake beard here. Not fake, but it just looks fake because it looks terrible. But anyways, I'm turning it over to you guys. What do you think? Is Randy Orton coming back? What's he going to do? What do you guys want him to do? Leave it up to you guys. I want to hear it. Tell me what you think. This has been What's Good in Wrestling. I'm Andrew. I'll see you in the next one. I hear voices in my head. Come on, guys. We need Randy Orton back.